Being broke in 2026 is crazy work. Now, why do I say this? Because it's too much information being passed around. It's just too easy to make money from the internet. You can drive Uber, you can DoorDash, you can go get a job, you can get a certification, you can learn the stock market, you can learn crypto market, forex market, whatever. You get what I'm saying? You can just add value to somebody from the internet and you'll make money. But here's the biggest reason I believe most people are broke. Because most people won't do exactly what they have to do to make money. Like, if a grown ass man ain't got shit going on, join the military. Simple as that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to cut off my dreads. I don't want to do that, right? People aren't willing to do what they have to do to win. You want to open up a restaurant, do what you gotta do to do it. People really don't want to take the steps to do what they have to do in order to win. And that's point blank period why I believe most people are broke. Out of laziness, out of stubbornness, out of entitlement, feeling like somebody owes them something. But that's just my 2 cents. In reality, it's really no excuses being an American citizen and not having some income on you.
Nobody accidentally makes you money. The people who end up there usually have a few screws loose. First, you've got to be just delusional enough to believe that you can pull off everyone else thinks is impossible. If your goals sound completely reasonable to everybody around you, they're probably too small. Your brain also never shuts the fuck up. You're not motivated, you're obsessed. You'll be eating dinner, driving home, trying to sleep, and somehow you're still thinking about sales, marketing, hiring, pricing, or the next move. You don't clock out mentally. Then you become almost immune to rejection. Most people hear 10 no's and quit. You'll hear 900 no's because you're the only one looking for 2 yeses that completely change your life. Every no just narrows the search. You wake up at 3 in the morning with an idea, and by 9, you're already testing it. Average people wait until Monday. You don't even wait until breakfast. And eventually, you stop needing everyone else to understand you. Some employees are going to think you're greedy. Some friends are going to think you've changed. Some people are going to call you an asshole. That's the price of making decisions other people are too scared to make. Making you money isn't about being smarter than everybody else. It's about becoming the kind of person most people would never want to be.
So I'm assuming that y'all still think this is a joke. Y'all still think it's a game, huh? If you haven't read the news lately, YouTube just doubled their requirements on getting monetized. And this is just the beginning, right? Soon enough, not only will you not own anything and be happy, you won't even own your ability, your own sovereign ability to make money. That's what's next. See, a lot of people, they love to get on me about, how hard I go. A lot of people love to get on me about how stern and firm I am. A lot of people like to get on me about, just not wanting to deal with, just the riffraff and just things that are going to cloud my thinking. I just love to focus on what I need to focus on, and I love to execute with the utmost accuracy and efficiency, right? Everybody love to get on me about my quote unquote intensity, but this is the reason why I'm intense. This is the reason why I go hard. See, I will continue to sprint, right? I will continue to, open up doors. They may not be the right door, but at least I opened up a door. See, a lot of people, they love to sit around and just wait and keep waiting and keep waiting and keep waiting. I told people 2 years ago, and yes, I'm gonna keep on saying this because a lot of this I predicted 2 years ago. I told people 2 years ago, I said, y'all better get into the door before the doors close, right? Do you know how hard it is? Just YouTube, for instance. Let's talk about YouTube. Do you understand how hard it is just to get, because before it was 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 hours of watch time. Do you not understand how hard it is to get 4,000 hours of watch time? It is incredibly hard, right? I was uploading almost every day. And then, you know, I continued to gain subscribers. I think I was around maybe 500 subscribers, I think I had gotten to, right? And one of my videos went viral, right? I think I ended up getting a 250,000 views plus something, 500,000 views or something like that. And I automatically qualified for my watch time hours just off of that, right? And then the whole rest of the way, I was just stacking up subscribers. But if I hadn't went viral, right, and it took me probably a year and a half to even get to the point where I went viral with that video. It's incredibly hard to hit that 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And now they've doubled it. Now they've doubled it. They've doubled the watch time hours, which is gonna be twice as hard as it already was. And this is just the beginning of them closing the door on making money, right? And I'll tell you a reason why they're doing this. One, because a lot of people are losing the traditional 9-to-5 jobs. See, they're preparing for the future, right? They're already closing the gate on the stampede that probably is going to come YouTube's way. They're like, nope, we're going to go ahead and increase the requirements, go ahead and limit the competition, right? Just off the brink, right? So you got a lot of people, they thinking that they were about to get to that 4,000 watch. You still got time. You still got until February. You still have until February of 2027. However, basically you got to do double the work now than you were already doing. You probably were already doing double the work, but now you got to do double the work. You pretty much got to do double the work everywhere, right? I told y'all, right? I told y'all that this was the time. I said this 3 years ago. I said, this is the time now to get in the door. If you've been hanging with me, if you've been rocking with my channel for the past 2-3 years, I know some people have, you know, some people probably just coming along the way just now. If you've been rocking with my channel for the past 2 to 3 years, what have I been saying? What have I been saying all of these years? I said the time is now. Do not wait. Go hard. I don't care. Listen, it does not matter how you feel anymore. When your survival is on the line, when food is on the line, your family's lineage is on the line, when all of those things are on the line, your feelings do not matter.
Welcome to the Afterpill.co, your one-stop shop hub for everything that I offer. Whether you're here to book a one-on-one coaching call, join the Patreon community, explore Horizon Atlas, your relocation app, or access my latest content and resources, you'll find it all right here. Choose your path, take action, and start building the life you want.
Too many of y'all care about your feelings. Especially a lot of the men nowadays, right? A lot of the men, they're so caught up in how they feel. Oh, I want balance, right? I want balance. I have to balance my life. You have to earn balance, man. You got to earn balance. Balance is just not handed to you. You just can't just get balance just because, right? Let's say even if you wanted to relocate to another country, right? You still have to be able to afford the bare minimum. You still have to make a certain level of money to even still be able to afford a level of comfort. Comfort isn't for free. Balance isn't for free. Everybody hollering balance. Oh, I want to live in the nature. I want to, eat off the trees and the limbs and all of this good ass stupid. Like, whose land you gonna live off of first and foremost? People don't never answer that question. Do you plan on buying your plot of land? Right? Oh, that's gonna run you about $250,000 plus for a good plot of land with some good soil, right? Oh, then you gotta pay people to survey the land because you don't want to buy a piece of land with bad soil, with bad dirt. You can't even build nothing on it. It's a bad piece of land, which happens. Many people get scammed all the time. So you got to pay for somebody to survey the land. You got to pay somebody to run tests on the dirt, test on the soil. Oh, you forgot about those costs. Everybody want balance. Everybody want balance. Everybody want to live good without putting in the work. That's not going to happen. And as you can see, right, everybody just kept sitting on the sidelines. For all of you who kept sitting on the sidelines, you analysis paralysis and, trying to figure things out. Oh, I don't know which one to pick. Now they're going to pick for you now. Now they're going to pick for you. Now you ain't going to have no choice. And this is the whole goal anyway. The whole entire goal is to eliminate choice. The whole goal is to eliminate opportunity. If you didn't get your foot in the door already, if you didn't go ahead and start when I told you to start, many of you were supposed to start in the pandemic, right? I was grinding on YouTube during the pandemic. I was already starting my YouTube channel, my YouTube journey during the pandemic. I was already trying to implement businesses. I had a photography business, videography business right when the pandemic started. I also went and got my realtor's license around that time. I was trying many different things. I was already getting the mistakes out of the way while y'all was sitting around scared and doing whatever, having a party. Everybody was having a party during the pandemic. Y'all remember? Yep, I remember. Everybody was down there in Florida. Everybody was down there in Miami having a good old time. Everybody was flying here and there, having a good old time. Meanwhile, I was down bad, trying to figure things out, studying for my realtor's exam, trying to sell some homes, trying to help people buy some homes. I was putting in work on the YouTube channel. I was working a warehouse job, picking up some other jobs. Man, I was grinding. I had 2 or 3 jobs around that time. Right? I was already gaining traction already. I was already gaining momentum. I was already putting in the work. I was already taking those L's already. I was already learning, the ins and outs of certain industries. I was already learning different things that attribute to what I am doing right now. See, when y'all was all out having a party, I was just waiting. While y'all was all out having a party, guess what? I was studying how the algorithm worked. While y'all was all out having a party, I was studying, trying to see how real estate worked. While y'all was all out having a party, I was in the back of a FedEx truck, unloading boxes, trying to get some extra money. While y'all was all out having a party, I was driving DoorDash, right? Lyft, trying to stack up some money. So now I'm in a position that I am in now. Not the position that I exactly want to be in. I still got a lot of work to do, still got a lot of room for improvement. However, I've done a lot. And I'm not sitting here trying to, glaze myself, but I'm just speaking the truth. So everybody wants to talk about, oh, they closing the doors, man, they increasing the requirements. What were you doing before they increased the requirements? Because the requirements have been the requirements for the longest now. It's been the requirements for years, right? This has been the standard for years, and now they're changing the standard. A lot of people about to be locked out. See, y'all think this is a fairy tale or something? Listen, man, they've already priced people almost out of everything. Right? What is left? What is left for them to price you out of? Making money. They about to price people out of making money. YouTube is just the beginning. They've already priced people out of dating. They've priced men out of dating. They've priced men out of relationships. Look at the state of relationships now. Right? They've priced people out of marriages. They've priced people out of housing. Right? Now they about to give you the boot out of these jobs because they're just going to roll in AI, right? Or just eliminate those jobs in general. And now they're about to price you out of, gig work. They're about to price you out of the online market. People don't listen. People don't understand why some people move at the level of intensity that they do. People don't understand why, you know, winners and people, overachievers, move in the way that they do. They move in the way that they do because they have to stay ahead of the curve. I move the way that I do with such intensity, with such force, with such violence, with such aggression, because I have to stay ahead of the curve. I got to continue to maneuver. I don't have time to sit back and wait on them to close the door. No, I'm kicking down doors and opening up this door, then kicking down this door, coming in, guns blazing, right? Checking all my perimeters, right? Y'all still sitting back, all moving all passively, right? Y'all are not willing. Y'all are not willing to take the government back. So that's a done deal. Y'all are not willing to fight for what you believe in. That's a done deal. Hell, you're not willing to fight for anything. You've been priced out of almost everything. Everybody just sitting back and, you know, talking about everything, but nobody's doing anything. All right, while y'all sending y'all little kumbaya circle, I'm going to be making individual moves. Because that's all there is to do right now. Right? Listen, once again, if you paid attention to my last video, I said the majority of the population will be enslaved. There's only going to be a select percentage of people who are the rulers, who are the kings, right? Who stay above water. Those are going to be the people who made those moves early, right? Those are going to be the people who got into the online space early. Those are going to be the people who got into anything early. Those are going to be the people who got ahead of the curve early. I've been preaching to y'all, hey, come over to the Patreon. I've been telling y'all, come over to the Patreon. Listen, I'm showing y'all how to build apps. These are some of the platforms that I'm using, right? And we've had some guys over there building beautiful things. Got some guys over there now building some beautiful things, putting in that work, right? I've been telling y'all, come over there, learn something, right? Y'all about to be pushed out of AI. Once upon a time, I mean, you can still get in, but once upon a time, you can just come straight in. Right? I'm already established already with what I want to do and what I've created already. After y'all watch this video, y'all are going to be trying to come in and now learn something when I've been told y'all to come around and learn something. Some will catch on at the tail end and still do good. Some will come along on the tail end and, you know, it'll just be too much for them. It'll just be too much. But this is why I preach the all or nothing mentality. Because at the end of the day, it's all or nothing. Because at the end of the day, what else is there to do? Right? You have to live this life, regardless of how debaucherous it is from the top to the bottom. No matter. That doesn't matter. You still have to live this life. And then if you brought kids into the situation, you've brought children into the situation, you have to live the life for them. You have to pave a way for your children's and children's children. A good man puts away fruits for his children's children. For you religious fanatics out there. So I made this video to let you know, hey, the doors are closing. I warned you that the doors were going to close. I told you to put in that work. Y'all still sitting back playing video games, right? Waiting on GTA to drop. It's okay. It's okay. Because we're going to have a class of people who are just going to do that. At any given moment, that's what y'all are going to be stuck doing. At any given moment, that's what y'all are going to be stuck doing. You're going to be stuck consuming. And then they're just going to slide you a little paycheck. They're going to... What's going to happen is they're going to start sliding people paychecks, which I believe is coming, right? Universal income. They're going to be sliding paychecks just so y'all can spend money on the things that they need you to spend money on, right? So they're going to give you money just to circulate it back to the big dogs. That's what they're going to start doing. If you haven't paved the way for yourself, right? And I've said too, people are not going to have a choice but to be entrepreneurs. But you should have started becoming an entrepreneur before people were forced to be entrepreneurs. I was already entrepreneuring before now, learning the ins and outs, right? Getting my steps in, getting my L's in. I've been doing that for years now. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I had to go back to work just because, end up having a child and so on and so forth, didn't have that wiggle room. But I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I always kind of stayed ahead of the game. But now a lot of y'all are going to come in when people are forced to be entrepreneurship. So guess what? More competition. Guess what? Back then, when people just walking through the door, right? I had to jog through the door, right? But now you're going to have thousands and thousands of people rushing that same door now. And guess what YouTube said? YouTube said, nope, let's go ahead and increase the requirements. Listen, YouTube they're already predicting what is to come. So before that door gets crowded, they're going to go ahead and increase the requirements. So now y'all about to be trying to run through the door with thousands of other people. And then guess what? Y'all are going to be getting elbowed, punched, right? Shoved to the ground, stampeded. I told y'all, man. Told you. So continue to move with aggression, continue to move with authority, because things are about to get harder than ever. And that's an after pill. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. In purpose, in freedom, and in power. Listen, if you want some help, if you want some guidance, hit that link down in the description. Book a coaching call with me. I can help you get to the places that you need to be. If you want to or have been thinking about relocating, you can also book a coaching call about that as well. If you've been thinking about changing jobs or changing careers or what have you, hit that link down in the description. Check out the website, scroll to the bottom, and you will see the list below. And also, if you've been thinking about relocating, you can also check out horizonatlas.ai, your relocation app. If you've been thinking about visas, if you've been thinking about residencies, you want to know if a country is safe, you want to know the processes of getting said visa and residencies, hit the link down in the description. You can also check out horizonatlas.ai as well. And I'll see you guys later. And also, if you want to check out the Patreon, it will be linked below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Welcome to the afterpill.co, your one-stop shop hub for everything that I offer. Whether you're here to book a one-on-one coaching call, join the Patreon community, explore Horizon Atlas, your relocation app, or access my latest content and resources, you'll find it all right here. Choose your path, take action, and start building the life you want.